What is going on, my people? We are back with another episode of the Pregame Podcast. My name is Wole, your host, here with my amazing co-host. As always, we got the queens in the building. To my left, she needs no introduction, but I'm going to give her one anyway. She got the jean jacket, two-piece on. Queen Cass in the building. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You look good.
Thank you.
You look good, as always. You know what I mean? You look like you shedding some poundage. The gym is working.
Trying.
The sauna and
Little
the
by
bun
little.
busters and all that. It's working, girl. It's working. And she got the Rhythm Nation boot and hat combo on for the second part in a row.
Trying to channel my inner Janet.
Yeah,
you know?
she gonna be on bullshit. She gonna be on bullshit. To my right, Miss Kayla. She's out moving the cocaine for the cartel. So filling in for again is my bestie. You know what I mean? Queen Bre Bre in the building. How you doing, bestie?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's a beautiful. Oh, so you went Mr. Rogers on niggas today?
So sometimes you got to channel your inner peace.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
happy bushes.
That is peace.
You know what I'm saying? Word to, you know.
Why'd you go? Why'd you go with it? What are you talking?
It's doing good to the GOAT, pal.
Yeah, you know, players fuck up.
Oh man,
Players mess up too.
all the time. And to my right, this brother again, guest co-host back for the third time, right?
Yeah.
That time, my brother Jay in the building. Coach Jay, what's up, bro?
I'm chilling.
You gotta lift the mic up closer to your mouth, no diddy. Yeah, because you talk mad smooth. You talk like a phone
talk.
sex app operating in the 90s.
Talk. I ain't trying to.
He's like, yeah, I'm
Supposed to talk low so
Yo.
people listen.
Yo, I'm good, bro.
If you're always yelling, nobody's
I'm good,
listening.
nigga.
Right? You talk low.
The nigga just got a fresh cut, head shining.
Real fresh.
This nigga.
Got in the shower, burnt a little.
When I get older, nigga, I gotta get the body like you, boy. This nigga shit glistening, nigga. Fucking cause a car accident in the daytime.
Ain't like Sean Wayne. You seen his joint?
Oh my
His
God.
body had a lineup, bro. That's another story.
Leave Sean alone. He ain't been outside in 15 years.
If you see the baldies,
Man, it was a lot. And today we have a special guest. Been trying to get this brother on for a long time. He's been trying to come on for Under the Pod for a long time. Kept reminding us in every comment for every reel that we posted on the IG. Yo, when am I coming up there? Yo, this is a good reel, but when am I gonna be up there?
You did.
We finally made it happen. The other half of the Fitness Sanctuary team, brother Tahj. Train Like Tahj is in the building. Clap it up for Train Like Tahj. Yo, put them away, yo. Put those away. Relax, man.
got enough for both of them.
That's what I'm saying. Yo,
appreciate
doing all this
y'all,
other shit. Yo,
man.
chill, bro. Like, niggas got biceps too.
There's no weapons on this podcast. Word.
And I'm a pacifist, bro. How you feeling, black man?
I feel amazing. I feel blessed. I appreciate you for having me on, man.
Of course. You
Yeah, you're a good brother. You always dish and assist, man. I gotta let the people know you always looking out in the community, man. You
I didn't
know?
know I was gonna get flowers this episode. But
Listen,
okay.
you might act crazy on this podcast and things like that. Very entertaining guy, right? But you know, there's depth there too. There's a lot of depth there
appreciate
too.
that, brother
Yeah,
Tahj.
for sure.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't suit me up too much. Like,
You said you're deep like a Rhode Island pothole. That's
yo,
We about to get into it. That's my check-in.
That was
That's a
fast
double
too.
entendre there.
facts. She's a poet. Pen game crazy. But yeah, how y'all
Love it.
feeling about these potholes? Before we do check-in, how y'all feeling about the potholes? Everyone car
Cass
good?
got to start with it.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The state got to do better.
It's DOT. It ain't really. I'm not putting it on the individual cities and towns. The DOT is trash. We just fired the dude who fucked up the bridge. I don't even know who's the director right now. Since Vivaldi or whatever.
There is no director.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, what do we expect
fuck.
after all that snow?
Well, transparently, Rhode Island has always had potholes. Rhode Island is the only state that got potholes on the highway. Like,
Yo.
how you ride over a speed
that's
bump
peace.
into a pothole? Like,
Yo.
they ain't made out of the same
That's peace,
material.
bro.
Shit is
They're
wild
putting-
work.
They're putting new speed bumps where potholes are.
Have y'all been all the way up Route 10?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
You know, I live
bad.
over
Yeah. It's
Like-
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Craters, like straight craters.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, this shit is terrible. Like,
SUVs, Jeeps, trucks.
fuck your
That's
whole
it.
shit up. Like,
That's what you need.
can't.
So I mean,
This guy. But you still ride on 95. That's the highway,
don't.
man. You don't?
Barely.
You do the back roads,
I don't-
like behind the
I don't
mall
have
and
to
the
get
prison.
on the highway too much, but there are potholes though. And
But you work downtown Improv, so you
I
do.
don't. I work in Cranston.
That's where that office is at.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Shit.
oh, yeah, we work in the same building.
That's peace.
I never see you either.
I was on your floor the other day. But
He seen you.
Was, though.
You saw me? I was about to say.
There was like nobody on your floor.
Was it a Monday or Friday?
It was a Wednesday, I think.
Oh,
Cass just be getting her money and going home. Fuck all the bullshit. But anyway, let's start with checking, man. I'll go first. Yeah, man, I had today off. I don't ever have Fridays off because I had to work Sunday. And so when my day off, I was able to go to the gym, run some errands, spend some time with my little man, my foster brother. Salute Giovanni. He bad as hell. But yo, these kids, man, I don't see. God bless everybody up here. Well, you two niggas is parents. We're not parents. You know what I mean? You can't see Coach Dig. He off screen, but he here. We don't got parents yet, but I don't see how y'all do it. He 5. He just turned 5. Because he's a February 28th baby. So his birthday actually happened this year. That nigga bad, yo. I don't understand. And you can't touch wards of the state. Like, you gotta, like, discipline them with words and shit. And that's not always the best. Like, you can't lock them in their room and, you know,
Why
take
did
the
you
kid.
refer to him as
wow.
Whatever he is.
yo,
Like,
what?
yeah, it is what it is.
That's
Like,
what you be doing to kids, locking them
the
in their
glasses
room
ain't
and
on,
shit.
but like it's facts, bro. Like, how are we supposed to like?
That's why the generation is different though, because we ain't doing stuff like that to them.
Tom's on my side.
I
Yo,
feel
I'm
like
with you.
there's ways to discipline that you don't have to resort to.
There
the things
is.
that we
Nah,
If your parents told you to death every time you messed up, do you think you would be the woman you are today? Yes or no? Yes or no answer. We don't need no little soliloquy. Yes.
Yes.
If they talked things through with you when you fucked up, you think you would be the exact same woman that you are today?
Yes.
I think that's cap.
Well, you don't have to hit your kids in order to get a point across.
Did you get whoopings?
No.
You never got whoopings.
No. My mom,
You came up pretty good.
we were scared as hell of my mom. Her voice alone, like, we were
What was
scared
she
as shit.
doing though? Like, how did she? If you broke a vase, what's
She
the
would
accountability?
spaz out. She would yell.
I think
like,
that's the key right there. You just had a healthy fear
You
of
just
your
your
parents.
kid has to have a fear of like a fear
healthy
of you,
fear.
a healthy fear, and you gotta teach them right from wrong. You don't have to
Word.
knock the shit out of them every time they do
I didn't
something
say
wrong.
anything about knocking
Lock
the
them
shit.
in the closet.
Take the belt
like you were
off,
saying.
one lash.
Like, I can't.
I didn't
You
say
guys
knock
gotta
him
read
out.
All About Love by Bell Hooks.
Hello.
I have. I love that book.
And in that book, she says that we were, as black people, we're taught to, I'm beating you because I love you and I want you to stop.
It's toxic.
But you're teaching them that when someone loves you,
They hit you. They're gonna hit you.
But they harm.
Man, I hear all of that. That's cool.
Wake it up in here,
That's
Todd.
cool. But some
Just
kids
saying.
don't want to listen. Some
Wake it up.
kids,
Yeah,
you gotta-
that's
As a-
true.
So as a parent, you gotta, right? So my daughter's 3 and she's smart as hell, got a mind of her own.
That's your oldest?
It's my only.
That's your only?
And if I
That's
tell
why.
her, no, but if I tell her, Navy, stop, or this is gonna happen, you gotta stand firm on what you say. You can't say, I'm gonna take this from you.
That's important too.
and then she do it anyway, and then she'll
That's
give
important
it
For
to you,
sure. For
right?
sure.
That's
There's
important too.
ways to. I
sure.
don't hit my daughter at all.
Three is too young, brother.
Shit, you
I got
don't
a
know my
15-year-old.
Yeah, well, you don't know my daughter either.
I got a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old. You know what I mean?
You gotta box them sometimes.
Listen, man, all I know is I've done it twice, right, to my 15-year-old. And she was on one road, she was on one path, and she's completely, you know, I regretted it at first, but it was just like, it
She shaped up.
yeah.
You learned her something.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
Right,
gain
'cause you're kind
understanding.
of a
Both
young
learned.
parent.
I learned
So
from it.
I'm gonna ask you, as a man raising a daughter who's 3, my fear is I don't want my daughter to think that this is how a man shows you love.
Word. That's why you have a mom do it.
Right. Like I would never ever put my hands on my daughter ever because I'm the first example of a man for her. So I don't want her to
That's
think
peace.
this is what a man does when he loves her.
respect
I try not to yell at her, all of that, just because I don't want her to see.
The message has to be, right, the world isn't gonna give you the same love that I'm giving you for this. You're gonna have to face consequences that are much harsher than what I'm giving you. You know, so that's the message, right? It's not about like just inflicting pain. It's just like, yo, listen, there's consequences to everything that you do. And depending on the magnitude of what you did, you know, I'm not saying, you know, you tripping over, you know, crumbs on the floor or nothing like that. But when they start becoming their own people and the decisions that they make, you know, you start to think a little differently. You know what I mean? That's all I would say.
I could understand that perspective. I do feel like though that a lot of it is parents resort to beating their kids out of what they were taught, but also out of your lack of emotional regulation. And there are natural consequences that can have impacts. Like I haven't been a parent, no, but I've worked with some of the youth that you would be like, yo, they needed to be boxed. And I took them from wilding to having jobs and going to school. And I couldn't put my hands on them, and I wouldn't put my hands on them. But there's a way around it. And I think for me, all that I learned from that was like, if you're doing something wrong, I'm gonna smack you. But if I learned the why, just me as a person, I didn't have to get that many beatings in my lifetime.
That's the most important piece.
Yeah, the very important piece is me as a person, but also as a parent. And I'm not shaming you for this at all. But what I'm saying is, as a parent, you're getting to know this new person with this new personality, and your personality is with them. They also have things about you that pisses you off about yourself. But I think that the most important part is that emotional regulation piece, because I've seen, I got people in my family who took, getting beatings to every time I'm mad, I gotta hit somebody or hit something.
Yep.
And then it creates a cycle. And
I think there's space for all of this. I think you're both right. I think there's space for all of it. It's a spectrum. There's certain shit that these kids do that require them getting backhanded like they're a $2 hoe. 100%. And there's also situations that are not as bad that require, let's sit down and I'm going to tell you why I'm taking your tablet for the rest of your life. And I'm going to make you feel that shit. Because once 2 weeks goes and you scratching all of the skin off your neck, I'm going to double it up and I'm going to keep it for another 2 weeks. Keep fucking playing with me. You know what I mean?
I'm also big on like, this is a privilege. TV, privilege. Tablet, privilege. Cell phone, privilege. Game system, privilege. So I'm the aunt that will take all of that.
Facts.
I'll take all of it and I'll be like, so what's your plan to get it back? And they come up with the plan.
My daughter,
and they have to hold themselves accountable to it.
Yeah, word. I love all of that. And this was not meant to be an impromptu topic, by the way. All I was saying is this nigga bad, and I don't see how parents do it. Like, y'all made a choice. Some of y'all that you got 2 kids. You did that twice. You made a decision more than once. Still trying to figure that out, but it's not my business to know or to understand certain shit. Like with the LGBTQ plus community, I don't want to understand none of that shit. You have the right to exist. I don't have any questions. All I want you to do is be yourself. Hopefully, when I'm around y'all, I create a safe enough space for you to be who you are, and that's it. I don't need to understand it. I don't care if there's a new letter in there, if there's a motherfucking J. I don't cool. The Jergens, you're the Jergens people now. Cool. All right. Salute. And peace. I'm out. So that's my check-in. I don't know who wants to follow that, but good luck, niggas.
Oh, okay. I'll go next.
Yeah, the cast thing, the guest will go last.
My check-in. So my check-in was gonna be on the potholes.
So you done already. You did it already.
No. It was gonna be on the potholes, but also just driving in general in the state like really pisses me off. Like, I don't know, Rhode Island, we gotta do better. Like, why are we braking on the highway when there's no one in front of us? Oof. Why are we doing that? Why are we driving slow in the fast lane? Why are we doing that? Like, why are we driving in lanes that are like breakdown lanes? Like, I know there's a lot of construction, but it's like simple. Like, this is driving at 101. Like, if there's dotted lines, yeah, you can freely go. If there's just a straight line, that's like, and especially if it's all the way to the right, that's a breakdown lane.
Right.
Like, this is really simple. Simple stuff.
You talking about driving etiquette.
Not the look at the rest of the cast.
It's bad.
That's a breakdown lane.
Like, just even all day today. Like, and then why is there traffic when a cop got somebody, I don't know, off to the side and it looks like they need help, whatever? All this traffic for what? Because people want to be nosy.
Yeah.
And stop and look at nothing.
Yeah, that's my worst.
Other people are afraid, and I'm like, they can't pull us all over. Drive.
And they just stop and stare at nothing. And I'm like, we can't be this nosy. Like, honestly, keep it moving.
Do you know where you live? Do you know what world you live in?
Rhode Island is a nosy ass fucking
state. It's not
state.
even Rhode Island. It's the world, nigga. But specifically this country, niggas just love the mess. You know that. You know that. We talked about this at length the last couple pods about how people just, 50, like, it's a thing. People love mess, bro. It's crazy.
Can't.
It's crazy. All right. Bre Bre, what's going on with you, man? What's your check-in?
I'm learning to increase my inner peace because I realize that there's more idiots in this world than I ever really
100%.
want to admit.
They're strong, man. They're deep.
And I got to learn to avert my attention and my energy because it's everywhere I look. It's like everywhere I look. And I've been working on not focusing on what I cannot control. I think that's going to be a constant battle of like traveling. But like this week has been more of like meditating, expressing myself. I've had conversations with you that helped. But it's like, when you're a kid, right? I was one of those smart kids, gifted kids, good kids, right?
Nerd.
They tell you facts, proud. So they tell you like, oh, you know, if you do the right thing and you follow the rules, like everything's gonna work out. You become an adult and you try to do things the right way. Everybody who's doing it wrong gets mad at you. And we say, hey, I'm sorry. You told me that I was supposed to do it like this. How come when I do it like this? And it's like, you don't always have to do it like that. Well, why would you say that? And it doesn't connect for me. It doesn't connect for me. Like I've worked in jobs where people were supposed to be providing services for kids and they were more invested in the problem because it provided them a job than actually solving it. And I see that everywhere I go. And it's one of those, like, we live in a crazy time now, but it's one of those things that just piss me off. Like, how are you in a management position and you don't know the basics?
Right.
Like you're making my job harder and you're pissing me off. But I can't really say that because in the world we're in, when you're a manager, you're supposed to be like, oh, do what the manager says and don't question it. I'm like, I went to Bryant University. They taught me that groupthink is a negative thing, right? Like groupthink being, you know, because the boss says it, it must be right and we have to follow it. Because that's like
Right.
one track mind. Right. It doesn't allow you to expand. So when you offer up, like, it's not like I go to people and be like, you're dumb as hell, don't do that. I go to people and I go, okay, so you said we're supposed to do this. Can you tell me like what that would look like? All right, this is what I see as the potential impacts of that. Do you still want us to do it? Okay, cool. But when you question things, people get so upset. And I'm like, if you stand confident in what you know, but I recognize that as ego and insecurity. But how am I supposed to survive in a world full of idiots who are egotistical and insecure?
The struggle. The ongoing struggle.
I'm working on it. I've been meditating.
From within.
This nigga be meditating and shit, taking yoga classes.
Nah, it's just if you want people. That's why I said I'm glad you said inner peace because people look for peace in other areas, but peace is within. If you don't have peace within, there's nowhere you're gonna go to find peace.
True that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad you said inner peace because
With all that bald wisdom.
He rubs his head and goes, this is what's going on.
He just looked like a nigga that got all of the herbal shit for the low, nigga. I just met you, but my spirit is telling me I need to give you these herbs for 50% off. This nigga just oozes that energy, nigga. You just got a shaman energy, bro.
I agree with you.
That's peace.
I agree with you. It's just sometimes when I gotta do, like, I don't like doing dumb things.
Yo, Bre.
Like if you make my job
box,
harder,
nigga. Just go hit the heavy bag. Don't box the people. Hit some shit. I'm telling you, box. Do some kickboxing because you do the you're a yogi. That's cool. But you also gotta mix it up. You gotta hit some shit.
I've been doing
some MMA, nigga. Do some jujitsu. Wrestle with a bitch and fucking
I've been
pull.
doing like calisthenics types things when I get frustrated, and then I go back to the yoga thing and I breathe and I'm like, okay, let me bring that back. So I've been able to get through this week a lot easier than I had in my previous weeks. It's still like, I don't know, maybe it's because I got ADHDs, but my mind just keeps going.
ADHD.
This nigga crazy.
My mind just keeps going. So like my mind makes connections of different things. So I'll give you an example. My boss called me out 2 times this week for something that he did. Then I was supposed to go to a meeting. He sent me the wrong link. I wasted 35 minutes waiting for a meeting to start.
Well, why didn't you inquire about?
Oh, I did. I inquired 10 minutes in. Then in 30 minutes, I said, okay, I'm leaving this. I told you that they didn't start yet. It was 12 minutes in. I told you that they didn't start yet 12 minutes in. He's like, okay, thanks for letting me know. You think I'm telling you for my health? Like, it's...
Woosah.
Right.
Goose flower,
I think what you're talking about is an epidemic of like just like a lack of leadership in a lot of different structures.
100%.
Whatever it is, I think there's an epidemic of that, and then it trickles down to everybody who's trying to help, especially the people that care, right? You know, so it makes them want to leave. You know,
You good?
I'm good. I'm working on it. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because it's been working for this week. I still say it's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day, a wonderful day to have a wonderful day, and a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Gotta remind myself, but sometimes I just be wanting to swing. I really be wanting
Cardigan,
to swing.
right?
Yeah.
You didn't even hear what the nigga say. He said,
No,
all right,
okay.
you just need a sweater. One with buttons. Buttons, right? Boop, boop, boop.
I got a few of those. I can take off my coat and put on my cardigan.
This nigga. Yeah. Jay, what's going on with you, man? Check in.
I'm doing well. I lately been watching the news, and I'm reminding myself why I don't watch the news.
that part.
Because it's like, to what you're saying, right? Everything is just, that inner peace is why I don't watch the news, because everything is negative. Man shot in this place, stabbed here, car accident here. I'm just like, yeah, I like being in my little bubble, so I'm going to get back into being in my bubble, because you stay away from the
Can I
stress.
ask you a question? What's the balance between being informed and being at peace? I think that's what I'm trying to find.
So I like to say, if I could go back to the summer of '96, I would. I was 7, but that was like, I don't know if it was because of the Olympics, the amount of black representation we saw with Michael Johnson, the gymnasts, all of that, but everything wasn't in our face. And even though I was 7, life just felt easy. Like you didn't have all these distractions. You didn't have, every time you open your phone, there's something crazy, some drama, some this, some that. So that's how I try to live my life, like it's the summer of '96. So that's my balance. Like I watch Drewski's show on Thursdays to get my bit of ratchetness,
Hey.
because he's hilarious. But outside of that, I watch sports, and that's it really. I don't get into the other stuff.
Yeah, keep it light, man. Keep the main thing the main
I
thing.
don't got
That
time
part.
for it. It's just
Right.
too much drama.
Gotta unplug and just,
Yeah, just staying
all right.
to your inner peace part, staying in myself, and that's my check-in. Because I watch the news all week, and I'm like, damn, we're bombing this one, and student loans, and oil and gas. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to know this stuff.
Keep my head down and keep.
I got enough stress. I'm sure I'm good.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, though. Yeah, absolutely.
That's my check.
Protect your
Appreciate
peace.
you, bro. Brother Tahj, how you feeling, man? What's something notable that happened to you in the last week or two that you would like to share with our viewership?
I'm gonna double down on what everybody said. I'm gonna double down on the youth, right? Like, this generation needs some real correction. They really need a talking to. We work in a lot of high schools. The potholes in Rhode Island, crazy. I feel like I need to go buy some shocks right now.
You
know what I mean?
Probably a whole new suspension shit.
Dealing with different, school departments and all that other stuff. The infrastructure is just could be a little off. Then the news, is constantly in your face with some negativity. We got people being killed. We got, child molesters. We got, there's a whole bunch going on. But what I would say is I'm just living in my purpose right now. And it's a beautiful thing. I think everybody needs to just focus on that right now. Just, whatever you got going on, just tunnel vision, and good things that come to you. Just stay aligned, and
Amen.
that's been the main thing for me. Just staying focused, just leading with purpose.
I respect
Okay.
it. Before we move on, this check-in was kind of on the negative side. What's one thing about this week that made you smile?
I wake up every day. That makes me smile.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I'm sim.
I would say my niece. She makes me smile every day. She's hilarious, beautiful, hilarious, smart, very smart, extremely smart. Yeah, I love her.
Tahj?
As a 36-year-old man who never went to college, I'm doing College Unbound right now.
Oh, salute, bro.
Yep, trying to get a degree.
Hey.
My daughter came to my exhibition. And that was huge. She did my introduction. She was my hype man.
Love
you know what I mean? It was super dope.
That's fire, bro.
You know, and I just love I wanted to bring her here because I love to, to let her watch, the process as we go along. So
that's fire, bro.
Is Adam Bush still there?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, he is. He is.
I'm trying to work there, but these guys won't hire me. I don't know if
You don't want to
I don't know
work.
if it was my reputation when I was in high school.
No, it's not that. You don't want to work
They
there.
don't want to hire me.
You don't want to work there. You don't. You know.
My bags are
It's better for students than it is for staff. I'll say that.
Okay.
You like culture. You
Shout
like
out to
good
Miss
culture.
Wanda, man. Shout out to Miss Wanda.
Salute to her.
Yeah.
Goddamn it, she's amazing. What was the question?
One thing about this week or the last 2
That made me smile.
Yep.
I mean, I just love life. I'm with Jordan, man. Like, I love waking up and being healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of shit going on. To Jordan's point, like, there's a lot of shit going on, and I've been simple for the last, I would say, all of my 30s. I've been focusing on literally not giving a fuck about what other people think about me. Keeping the main thing, focusing on what I can build and who I can have around me to assist me in building it so it could be ours, and then just locking in on that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, this platform, I was super excited. I was, like, very happy. Like, yo, I got Friday off, but I get the pod. I love podding. This is one of my outlets. Like, with all the bullshit that's happening, I get all of my shit off on this. And then when I perform, because I haven't put myself out there to do stand up, but I will, because spring and summer it'd be lit. There'll be a lot of shit to do. But this shit right here, this puts a smile on my face. Being able to pod with people that I've known, 13 years, 20 years. I met Cass, 3-4 years ago, but like, this is one of my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Maul in the corner, he'll be on a little bit. You know what I mean?
Time out. More.
Yeah. he'll be at the adult table soon enough. But like, I met Morley, 13 years ago. Like, I'm just, what makes me happy in life is knowing that I have good people in it. Yeah. As friends, as brothers, as, you know what I mean? Like, as sisters, as whatever. Like, I have good people in my life, bro, who love me regardless of the craziness, of the outlandishness. It don't matter. Like, and everybody is doing their best. And the people that aren't doing their best, there's about 2-3 of us that are going to hold you accountable and check on you and be like, yo, what the fuck? Step up. Because we're not getting any younger.
Right.
I'm going to be 37 in less than a full month and a half.
I was thinking this the other day, like, we're going to be 40 in 2
Yeah, bro.
Like,
3 of them things.
I didn't realize it, like, it's like 40's old. Not old, but it's like, when you think about, like, I've been on this earth for almost 40 years.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
That's
But it
how
has something going on.
Yeah, but that's why I was like,
Yeah.
damn, like, because I was talking to my uncle, he's 63, and when I'm around him, I still feel like I'm 15 years old. But then I had to check myself, like,
I'm grown.
I'm a grown ass man.
Grown.
Fucking cowing down here. I'm fucking 40 years
Yeah,
old.
100%.
Got you on this pedestal.
Yeah, like, well, now I got no disrespectful shit, but like, I'm about to be 40. Like, that shit blew my mind. I'm like, damn, 40 years.
Yep.
To your point, like, that's
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. So anyway,
I like how we were able to end it on a more positive note. For me, there's a lot of things in this week that made me smile, even though there were some things that irritated me. But one thing is that I finally was able to find a book that I wanted to read at the library. What's the book? So I was looking, the one that I'm reading right now, I have 3 of them that I have taken out so that I can go back and forth.
you still got a library card? I'm proud of you.
Oh, absolutely. Seriously. Absolutely, because I can get you can get virtual books and audiobooks on your Kindle. So I have a Kindle, and I've been procrastinating on getting books and actually sitting down and reading because I'm on screens all day, every day. And it felt good the other day. I didn't do it yesterday. But shit happens. Players fuck up. But even like reading before I went to bed and being able to relax and not having to look at, like, a Kindle is a screen, but it's a paper-like screen. So it's more like reading a book than anything. And I felt so free in that moment.
dope.
I'm on that Audible
what's up.
wave. I got to listen to my books.
Word. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
I just bought a book myself, actually.
What book?
Shit.
Well, both of y'all forgot the titles, but when it come back to you, just let us know. Do a call back.
Listen, I got a library, so if you have
It was
books.
like the mastery of self, I think.
Okay, all right. That sounds like
You ever read Atomic
That sounds like
Habits?
something you would pick.
Yeah, yeah, right. Master Splinter.
You read Atomic Habits?
Yeah.
How about Grit?
Oof.
Grit, yep, by Ducksworth.
Yep, Angela Ducksworth. I have those two. I have a collection of books.
Oh yeah, I got a nice little. I be reading on the low.
Word. All right.
Or two.
We got to interview my mans. That's what he is here for, to promote himself, to promote his brand, but to also tell us who the hell he is and why he is on this platform, because his story is important and we want to make sure he has the opportunity and the time and space to tell it. So, first question off the rip, Mr. Eddington, Mr. Train Like Tahj. What motivated you to start training? Part one of the question. And then the second part of the question is, you started training and then you was like, I should start this as a business and get a brick and mortar. So I would like to know what motivated you to start training in the first place, because you was always very fit. I don't think you have never not had biceps that were graphic tee wearable. You know what I mean? Ever since we were like 16, always hated that about you. But you turned it into training, and then you went from that to owning a motherfucking gym, nigga. So like, what was the motivation that got you into training, and how did that mindset shift into owning a business and having a brick and mortar gym?
My brother, so appreciate you having me on your platform. First off,
course.
Fitness Sanctuary.
Yes, Lincoln, Mashashik Road. What was it? Is that what?
15 Mashashik Road.
Yeah,
Mashashik Road.
And he indigenous, nigga, so I can say it like that and mess up.
Number one, what started everything as far as me just training was, like my brother said, I've always been in kind of peak shape. You know, I played basketball and football all throughout high school. I had an opportunity to play some D2, D3 ball, but, just running around in the neighborhoods, the mentality just wasn't there. So I had a few years off. Within that few years off, I ended up having my first daughter. And it just so happened, my partner Mo has been on this podcast already, right? We took a trip down to Atlantic City. When we were about 23 or 24 years old. At that point, about 6-7 years out of high school, and I had gotten out of shape, and when you go on your trips with your boys, you start jonesing on each other, and Mo was just like, look at you, like, you getting a bear belly, you looking kind of crazy, and, it was all fun and games, but I was just like, he's right. Like, you know what I mean? So once we got back from Atlantic City, I just started going crazy in the gym. From that point, it was about 2 or 3 years straight. Mo came with me as well. Mo was like a twig, right? When I first met him, he put on a lot of lean muscle. People were enamored by his results, training with me. And then also, as we were going through it, we just started building a reputation around the city. I was going to LA Fitnesses. I was going to workout. I was going to the WOW gyms around here. I was going to just a lot of gyms, and I'd be there for 2 or 3 hours, and people would just, they would just stare. They couldn't understand, why I was training so hard for so long. And it was just an outlet. That's all I had at the time. I wasn't playing high school football anymore, no high school basketball at the time. I wasn't playing any college ball at the time. So that's all I had in the moment. So, just going crazy hard with that. And in return, with people seeing that work in the dark, people just started asking me just like, yo, can you train me? And it all started with, LA Fitness had just opened up in Pawtucket. I had opened up the door for a couple of females, a couple of older women who were walking into the gym. So we're just opening up the door for them. Me and Mo go to train, and the women end up coming up to me just like, yo, you look like you know what you're doing. Can you help train us? And at that moment, that's when everything clicked for me. I was just like, this is it.
And you were a member, not
I was a member. Yeah,
So
I
you wasn't working for the
No,
He was
no,
just a gym goer.
Yeah, I was just
Wow.
a gym goer. And let me say, I wanted to be a physical therapist at the time. I was going to go to New England Tech to be a physical therapist. So the intention was to always help people, right? And then, as I'm just doing what I'm normally doing, people start asking for help. And I was just like, this is the path that I should go on, And once that started happening, I started working in LA Fitnesses. it's frowned upon when you're a trainer and you're working in these other gyms and you're not actually working there. So, the trainers from LA Fitness actually started talking to me and were just like, hey, bro, you're taking money out our pocket, this and that. So, and I understood, right? So I started doing free sessions outdoors. And I was able to build a following. I did all of summer of 2017. I did all of that for free. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. I showed up on time with my kids. I didn't allow nothing to get in the way. It went from 2 people to 4 people to 15 people to 30 people.
Wow.
And we've been taking off ever since.
Lit. So the second part of the question, what year or how old were you when you decided, you know what, I need my own physical space? Because the outdoor training was one thing. It grew to a point where you had 30 people outside in the public park. But when did you were like, we need our own space. We need to get equipment. We need to, you know what I mean? Like, when did that happen?
So as we were building, I ended up getting spotted by a gym owner. So I worked with him for a little while. And let me just say this. He did not look like he should own a gym. At all.
He was
I
out
won't
of
mention
shape.
any names. I won't mention the gym name. No, none of that.
But he looked like a boiled egg?
He looked like a boiled egg. I would say that. And I think for a lot of us, we kind of just need to see somebody else do it first, right? So it was a great thing. And I always will feel grateful for the opportunity, because in seeing him do that, it made me feel like, oh, you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
I started becoming high in demand.
At his gym.
At his gym, I brought Mo on. My partner at Fitness Sanctuary.
That nigga Mo, you like 50K.
Not at all. Not at all. It's hard to see 2 brothers work together for so long, right? There's normally some friction or something like that. And I'm not to say there's no there hasn't been any friction.
Of course. Yeah.
But the mission always comes first, right?
100%.
Right.
So when we're
talking
able
like you work for my company, nigga. But no, Mo acknowledged that when he was on the pod. He acknowledged that you were the one who roped him in and like educated him, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, one of the biggest things for me, and I think this is the strongest thing whenever me and Mo get to talking, is like sometimes we don't understand what we did for each other, right? Like Mo really encouraged me and empowered me to like, yo, bro, like eat, sleep, and shit the gym. At one point I was getting discouraged because everywhere I go, people are just like, hey, I want to work out with, nutrition, talk to me about this and that, and I'm losing myself. So I had a conversation with him one night, and I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to do it, because it's just like, I don't want to have this conversation all the time. And he's just like, nah, bro, like go ahead and just go full steam ahead. And I never looked back. And then not only that, but there was another spot in time where like me and Mo been together since high school. So there's a lot of dumb things we did together, right? So there's a lot of stuff we didn't get locked up for that we should have been locked up for, right? God's grace. So there was one time he had shared, he was just like, if I was willing to do all that stuff with you, why wouldn't I do something positive with you?
All right, word.
You know what I mean? So that was,
Salute to Mo, man.
and that's probably been the highlight memory for me for Mo is like, I was willing to do anything with you, right? I'm willing to do some things that'll land me behind bars with you. So why wouldn't I do something positive with you? So
Look at God.
that was smooth, man. That was really important to me. So super encouraging. So once we seen him do it, we were just like, hey, we could step out on our own. We started bumping heads with the gym owner a little bit. He wanted to be the face of it, but you're not working out. You don't look the part. No, none of that other stuff. So it's just like you could have sat back and just collected, but you messed up a good thing.
He's Diddy. All up in the videos.
There we go.
All up in the promo.
Exactly.
On the IG reels and shit. Nigga, move your boiled egg ass. Move, nigga.
It got to a point where my clients were threatening not to work with me.
Damn.
So yeah, it got that bad. So, Mo went off and looked for the space for himself, because at the time I was working full time, and doing this part time. So we was able to get that together, and, we started off with 1,200 square feet, doubled that up to 2,400 square feet. Now we're at 5,000 square feet, and we continue to build. Yeah. That's what's up. Continue to build. So
And every Saturday you can go work out at the fitness sanctuary for free, but you gotta like share your feelings and shit after. So if you ain't vulnerable and you don't have that emotional regulation or that agility that Bre Bre, you ain't, I mean, don't go to the gym, nigga, because so like they do a community circle, nigga. They sit crisscross applesauce.
So we've teamed up.
They hand out Wole cards, word of the day cards. And they give niggas little apple juices and shit, and then they tell you to write how you're feeling after the workout.
So is it like my name is Jordan, and today I feel...
So something like that. So it's called the Move the Heal Initiative. It's a nonprofit we teamed up with.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we're making the correlation between physical fitness and mental health awareness.
Absolutely, as you should.
Right.
That's what's up.
So it's just like we talk about like, you know, regulation, like physical fitness is a form of regulating yourself.
Absolutely.
So we do a workout for the first 30 to 45 minutes, and then from there we break down into discussions depending on what the topic of the coach wants to talk about. I'm really big on looking at bright spots, right? And then figuring out what you need to work on afterwards, because a lot of people tend to just focus on the bad stuff and not focus on what's really working for them.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's worked out really well, and we continue to move that in you know, different high schools now, after school programs, you know, so it's just not physical fitness, it's you know, emotional intelligence, and also a bit of, you know, we sprinkle in a little spirituality, you know, if you want to get into those conversations.
Dope.
Love that. So I have a question for you. I know you said you work with youth, but if you could go back and speak to yourself at about 16 years old, knowing where you are now, what piece of advice would you give yourself?
That is good. That is good.
I feel like you expected me to say something like that.
I did not. I completely.
We've had plenty of conversations.
I would say be studious, like learn, continue to be curious. You know,
Always be teachable and coachable, y'all.
Yeah, expose yourself to more. Like, you know, for us growing up in the hood, it's kind of just like, you know, being smart is frowned upon. Like more than ever now, we understand like the how much the value in education.
Right.
I'm going back to school now as a 36-year-old man. You know, it's just like there's so much value in networking, meeting people. And I would say, yo, your reputation is everything. Make sure you're doing the right thing. You know, you got integrity with whatever you're doing, because it matters. People are talking to you, talking about you behind your back. You want to make sure it's positive.
Right.
You know, you want to make sure you're being referred to the right people and things of that nature. So that's what I would say to my 16-year-old self.
Dope.
Love that. Your reputation, it directly impacts your network, is what I got from that.
Yeah.
But also, there can be no discernment without knowledge.
Oof. There you go. Yeah. I like that.
She just read that.
Cass, any questions for Tahj?
Yeah. So tell us about the business side of your business. Like, how did you learn that along the way, like along your journey into becoming
man.
a gym owner?
Oh man.
Trial by fire. Trial by fire.
Yes. So that part right there, I would say, right, we started with a whole bunch of passion. Gym goers, heavy in the gym, work out with us. We want to pound the iron and all that other stuff. No Diddy. I just said pound, my bad. The business aspect of it came when it's just like we're doing all this work, but we don't see the fruits of our labor. Right. So then now it goes into, okay, we need measurables here. So now we start talking bookkeeping, right? I think that's the first thing when businesses start. It's just like, you know, the money conversations you don't really want to have, but they're the most important part.
Yes.
Especially for that intrinsic motivation. Like, you can only rely on that external stuff for so long.
Right.
Then it becomes, okay, how can I make these numbers grow? All right. As you start to get these measurables, you're like, this is working, this isn't working. Let's get rid of that. The stuff that is working, let's double down on that. And then as you go along over time, we've been in business for 8 years, you know, you're able to expand off of certain revenue streams, and you're able to decrease certain expenses and make sure, you know, expenditures just in general of the things that just don't make sense.
Right.
So that that being the most important piece of anybody getting to entrepreneurship is that bookkeeping, keeping track of your numbers, making sure everything makes sense, you know.
Dope.
For sure.
Jay, any questions?
I think for me, knowing you since elementary school, that community prep,
Shout out CP. CP, this is you. All of this. I contributed to CP.
But building off of that though, like to go to community prep, you had to be a certain kind of kid, right? Like I think back, I went to Flynn and I would walk home from school and you guys would be playing in the court. That's how we met.
Yeah.
But I always felt like community prep kids were privileged. Like you had parents who had some kind of money where they can afford to send you to community prep. And you say you were doing things that could land you in jail. So how did going from community prep to doing things that could possibly land you in jail to now running a business, how do you think that shapes how you run your business, how you, like you said, your image, how do you think all of that plays into your business and who you are today?
But even through the opportunity of community prep, like we got to kind of get into my background story, right? Like my mother was an addict. My father wasn't around. That opportunity was approached to me because of a rehabilitation center that my mom was in. And it was a blessing because that place really started my core belief system is from community prep. You know, just integrity, all this other stuff. Like community prep was so important to me. So coming from community prep, learning how to talk to people, classes were rigorous. So learning math, the numbers were always good to me. I've always been good with numbers because it's black and white. There's no gray area. And I'm really just a black and white guy. I don't like that gray area. Yes or no in between. We don't need any explanations or anything like that. So coming out of community prep, going into multiple different high schools, that became the real issue when you get distracted and things like that. You're influenced by certain things. Even in our culture, you know, what was praised, right? Is the flashy stuff, the drug dealing, the fast money, all this other stuff. So you get into that. And then eventually you get to a point where you're just like kind of ashamed of what you're doing. I come from this community. I know what it's like to grow up with a mom who's an addict. I know what it's like to grow up with no father, and I'm contributing to this. And it's just like you get to a point where you're just like, I want to tap out. I want to do something real. And that's when everything switched over for me. It was just like that feeling of shame and guilt really just made me want to just do something better. You know, whether it made me rich or just got me over, I'm just cool with the work that I'm doing. As long as I'm proud of the work that I'm doing, that's enough for me.
Love that. Love that.
Fire, bro. Let me ask you this question, bro. What is your favorite moment as a coach, like with any client? Like, what is your favorite moment, or what is a moment that you had that you just couldn't stop smiling because somebody that you coached had just had progress that they never thought that they would ever have. In their wildest dreams, they never thought they can drop 35 pounds in 2 months. And, you know, because you guys post present, post, during, you post all of that shit all the time. And you obviously keep your clients' faces out of it. But like, what are some of those moments where you're just like, yo, this is fucking lit. Like, she worked hard or he worked hard.
I would say the number one thing that always comes to mind for me is what made everything real was that summer of 2017 when I started doing it for free. There was a woman that I had who couldn't do walking lunges.
I think Mo brought this up the last time.
Yeah.
She couldn't. She couldn't run or she couldn't walk or something like that.
She couldn't do walking lunges. She couldn't do walking lunges, and we worked over a couple of weeks. And I asked her to do it, and I turned my head and I looked back around, and she was doing them just effortlessly.
Fire, bro.
And I was just like, oh, this is real.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is real. I'm helping somebody for real.
Yep.
You know, and that was the game changer for me. And then I was just all in from there.
Word.
I was all in.
It solidified that what you're doing is like
backflip.
That's dope.
Even better it's more than it's better than getting paid. Like the satisfaction of seeing somebody let's get this straight. Coaching, like being a fitness trainer, is one of the hardest jobs. You're trying to get people to do something they don't want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So when you start to see people who are starting to buy in, that's when it's just like, oh, I can't believe like I was able to switch their mindset to a point where it's just like, yo, I want to prioritize this for the rest of my life.
Right.
You know, like you're making a lifetime impact. You know, so
100%. Dope.
that was a big moment for me.
Dope.
Can you talk about some of your classes that you have? Like, I don't know much about the fitness sanctuary. So, is it like group workouts? Is it one-on-one? Kind of get into.
So we offer everything, but I would say the superpower at Fitness Sanctuary, what separates us from everybody, is the community and the support from the coaches. So the community in the aspect of doing small group training when you're training with somebody else, right? When you're training by yourself, you're more apt to just be like, I'm ready, I'll coast through the workout. But if you're working out with somebody and you see them continue to keep going up, like, oh, if they're going up, I'm gonna go up too.
Go hard,
Right?
yeah.
Exactly. Even as a coach, when I train with some clients, if I see them go up, I'm just like, you know what, I need to go up a little bit too if they're gonna go up. You know, and then the support aspect as far as just, you know, nutrition and education, right? It's just not giving people workouts and different stuff. It's like that. It's like, let me tell you why we're doing this. You know, and then let me tell you why food is important, and you know, your favorite. The key thing is, let's not change your diet at all, right? Let's just focus on what you do eat, the good parts about it, and try to enhance that part. So, you know, the community aspect of it, the support aspect of it, and just meeting everybody where they're at. Like whether you're advanced, beginning, like we will meet you where you're at.
Dope.
That's what's up.
We got
Looking
time
at
for
the
two
time.
more
Time,
questions.
maybe we should jump into rapid fire.
All right. Let's do it. You start us off. Remember, don't think. Just answer, nigga.
I don't think I can think right now anyway.
All right. Disney Channel or Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon,
Nike or Adidas?
Nike,
DMX or Jay-Z?
DMX.
I nigga.
Rugrats or Hey Arnold?
Rugrats.
What?
You
No
crazy?
judgment.
We outside, baby.
I agree. Flats or drums?
Drums.
Sex ahead.
Oh, sex.
Ass or titties? Ass or titties? Ass or titties? That ass.
Ass. Ass all day. Come on, Maya. Yeah, let's do all of that. That's
Favorite song by Ja Rule?
By who?
Ja Rule.
That's mad specific.
It's random, but it's
That's
rapid fire.
New York.
Okay.
New York? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That threw me off. Honestly, I had something in my head too. Okay.
Favorite DMX album?
Or
Because you take it too long. Favorite DMX album?
It's dark and hell is hot.
My man.
Yeah.
right. Okay. Cardio or weights?
You got me because of the season I'm in. I'm in cardio season right now.
You're in cardio?
Yeah. But you got to have a mixture of both. I'm in cardio season right now, but you got to have a healthy dose of both if you want to frame, right?
And what's your go-to cardio?
My go-to cardio right now is the Murph Challenge. If you don't know what the Murph Challenge is, search it, right? It's a half a mile to start, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats,
Damn.
another half a mile to finish.
What?
Yeah, it's enough,
If
man.
I don't weight train, I just do that workout.
All right. Training outside or inside?
Oof. If we're talking weight training inside, cardio outside.
Thinking. Come on.
Outside, inside, nigga. That's what you really say.
Outside.
Word. All right. Turkey or chicken breast?
Chicken breast.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Michael or Bob Marley? Michael Jackson or Bob Marley?
Michael Jackson.
Jackson Bob Marley's crazy. Red or blue? No game.
Red.
Warm weather or cold weather?
Warm weather.
Hove or Nas?
Hove.
The red bag of Doritos or the blue bag of Doritos?
Blue. Give me that
That's
cool
what's up,
ranch.
blue.
Give me that cool ranch.
Late night or early morning?
Early morning.
Road trip or flight?
Road trip.
Kanye or Aubrey Graham?
Aubrey Graham.
Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out. Interview's over. It was fun while it lasted.
Aubrey
Time gotta go, guys. He's gotta go to sleep so he can teach that Saturday class I was telling you about when niggas was saying crisscross. Like, you dead ass?
Yeah.
Yo, get out.
Man.
That's crazy.
What was that? Yeezus? You like Yeezus? You like that?
I do. A little bit.
Really?
A little bit.
You could have said motherfucking anybody in
Yeah.
Drake, and I would have said anybody.
Wow. That's that dark skin hate.
We got two more.
shows.
I'm gonna let the lady Bre, you gonna be the last one. Go ahead, Cass.
Favorite R&B song with a rap feature.
Let's go.
Ooh, comes to my head right now. Curious. Eric Bellinger, fabulous.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my joint.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut. Niggas don't know about Eric B.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Crazy.
Nuts. Ridiculous.
Favorite guilty pleasure struggle meal.
Ooh,
That's a good one. Two claps.
I love Big Macs.
Big Mac.
Hey, yo.
No Diddy.
I gotta teach you the trick. Just get a double cheeseburger, add Big Mac sauce, save yourself some money.
I do that part too. Hey.
And you save
that's-
some
That's
carbs
a
with
hack
that
right
middle
there.
bun.
You save some dollars right there.
Don't
Don't
even
rap.
support McDonald's at all. Like, never that.
It is what it is. We ain't got the time.
We said guilty pleasure.
We ain't got the time. All right. So rapid fire is done. I'm gonna ask this quick question to Bre, and then we're gonna swap out for Coach Diggs.
Right.
Everybody cool with that? Your Disney Channel Mount Rushmore of actors.
I gotta put Raven up there.
Okay.
I agree with her when she said the famous Jet Jack.
Yes. So I forgot. Raven Simone was interviewed by somebody, and she gave her Mount Rushmore of Disney characters. She picked herself, Hilary Duff, Shia LaBeouf, and Lee Thompson Young. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So Raven Simone, Lee Thompson Young. I'm putting Kyla Pratt up there instead of Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I
Whoa.
forgot about
one of mine.
Kyla.
Instead of Shia
I
LaBeouf.
don't like you replacing Shia though.
You know why I'm replacing him?
Don't
Because
even.
I like Hilary Duff as Lizzie McGuire better than I like him as
Louis Stevens.
Louis Stevens.
Okay. And you got one more.
I like the whole smart guy.
So Kyla Pratt.
You're next. nigga.
The reason why Smart Guy didn't get put in the conversation is because they didn't last as long as the rest of the shows.
Okay.
The rest of the shows had a lot more longevity.
It's-
and then yeah,
You're fourth. You're fourth, man. You're fourth. Big dog.
Yeah, Raven Simone, Hilary Duff, Kyla Pratt, Lee Thompson Young.
Got you. You got two black people on there. That's what's up. Appreciate that. All right. We're gonna swap out. Coach Diggs, you in. Sub.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He didn't come to the table to check.
Yeah.
All right. Jay, same question, brother. Your Disney Channel Mount Rushmore
This
of
is gonna
actors.
sound racist, but Raven Simone, the whole smart guy cast.
As
The
one
whole
person.
smart guy cast
One-
is crazy.
They take one. All right.
One
okay.
Because you can't pick one person from Smart Guy because Mo
Then
was
it gotta
funny.
be Taj Mowry.
Nah,
He
Mo
ain't
was-
lying. He
Mo
ain't
was
lying.
classic. Yvette was bad. So it's like you can't take one. So
I'm not mad at him
The
for that.
dad was he had you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
I'm
whole
not
Smart
mad
Guy
at him.
cast, Jet Jackson, and then Kyla Pratt.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go last. Go ahead, Taj. Disney Channel actor Mount Rushmore, bro.
I'll do
Four spots.
I agree with the Raven. I wasn't thinking Kyla Pratt, but I go there. What was Homeboy from Boy Meets World?
No, that was
Oh,
Ben Savage, but
that
that was Fox, I think though.
Yeah, he
No?
wasn't
Boy
like
Meets World was-
exclusively on
It
Disney.
started off.
It started
on
on
Fox,
another
and then
network.
Disney bought the rights, and it was aired on
I don't
Disney.
even know if I want him because Topanga was it.
Topanga was it.
Topanga was really it, right?
Yeah, both of them.
And then Shia's the man.
Even Stevens was funny.
Cass?
All right,
Oh, she wrote it down. She ain't playing.
Yeah, I had to write mine down. This was actually my topic, but okay. So my Disney Channel Mount Rushmore. These individuals, their shows impacted Disney. They've had spin-off shows or even crossover shows. So, and also Disney movies. So that's what I based my list on. Raven Simone's number one. She had That's So Raven, spin-off Raven's Home, and then also Xenon, the 21st Century, She was
Zeta Sapitas.
yeah, she was like she co-hosted that.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make it have to go boom, boom. My super. You
Yo,
don't
I
play
love
with me,
that.
dog.
I love that
Don't
movie.
play with me.
However, I think she should have been the main character instead of that white girl with the blonde
Oh,
hair.
that's hate.
But
That's hate.
Disney didn't know how talented she was. Once they did, they gave her all these shows. So I'm not mad at it.
That's actually a good point because that white girl, they buried
Yeah,
that
it really
bitch.
should have been about Raven. Raven is super talented.
Absolutely.
Super talented. She's number one. Next, Hilary Duff. We got to give it to Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff is like basically Disney royalty. I mean, she had Lizzie McGuire, then she had a movie after that. Then she crossed over into music and then also crossed into other projects as well.
And she got the fatty.
I
I
was gonna
can't.
say. Then they just post something
Irrelevant,
recently about
Her body's
her.
right.
Okay.
They post something
Her body's
recently
right.
about her.
Yeah,
And it was sitting.
Her body's right. Hey, I'm sorry, Cass.
Also, Lindsay Lohan. We got to give it to Lindsay Lohan. She's another one that Disney Channel.
After the Coke.
Parent
Before
Trap.
the Coke, she was a kid, a child star. So she starred in Lindsay Lohan. What was she in?
Parent
she was
Trap.
in The Parent Trap. She was in Freaky Friday 1 and 2.
Yeah.
What else? She was in a couple other Disney movies. She was mainly in Disney movies, but she definitely has to be a part of the list, I think.
Okay.
And then she crossed over into music, and then I think that's when she started to get into the Coke. But anyhow, and then my number 4 is Kyla Pratt, Proud Family. We got to give it to Kyla Pratt. The Proud Family is definitely one of the best. I think it's the only African American cartoon that was ever on Disney that I know of. And then also it had
what's the not Codename Kids Next Door, the other Dilbert, whatever that shit was. The black kid, the bald head black kid with the glasses that Orlando Brown from Raven played. That was on
I
there
don't
too.
remember that.
Dilbert or some shit. I'll find it.
I don't
Keep
remember
going.
that.
Keep going.
Anyhow.
My apologies.
Proud Family was one of the best I've watched on Disney. They have a spinoff. They have a movie, and then they have like another season that aired, I think, a couple years ago.
And they have one of the best.
I know you got an honorable mention.
I do have an honorable mention.
Yeah, let me hear that.
My honorable mention is Miley Cyrus. I know Raven kind of threw some
I was
shade,
thinking about her too.
but we got to give it to Miley Cyrus. I mean, she also had Hannah Montana,
Yeah.
4 to 5 seasons of that, then a crossover show with The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and then
was
she
cool.
went on to music. We got to give it to her too. Honorable mention.
Coach Dig, welcome to the pod, bro.
What's
Sorry
up?
we
What's
kept
up?
you at the kiddie table for all this time. Your Mount Rushmore Disney Channel actors, man. Let's go. Let's hear it.
So, Raven Simone definitely. She'll be number 1. I probably have to go with Lindsay Lohan. I'm thinking about all the shows that I watch, you know. So I said what? Lindsay Lohan, Lizzie McGuire. You know, I watch a lot of that.
It's Hilary Duff, right?
Yeah.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
Okay, Lindsay Lohan, Hilary Duff.
White women. This nigga ain't never beaten the allegations, boy. Them black coaches, you know what they say
He
about
got
them
his
black coaches.
preference.
I'm just thinking about because you guys are a couple years older than me. So like, I'm
just
Okay,
the
so
color.
Why you
your
trying to do
era.
us like that?
yeah, that's what I'm
From
going.
your era?
I'm thinking about of my era. Like that's so Raven was booming through my era. You know what I'm saying? The Sweet Life and Zach and Cody was booming. You know.
Does it make your list?
That's why I put Ben Savage though, because Boy Meets Girl.
No, okay. So, sorry. That was no one. Ben Savage because him and Topanga was like
that was
but no, I used to be like you be watching and be like, damn, like
Yeah, those reruns were crazy.
Yo, be like, yo, can I get a girlfriend in middle school? Like that we live together basically.
Yeah, Feeney too. He was like a father to everybody.
I just seen
That's Ford and Kyla Pratt.
Kyla Pratt.
Yeah.
Kyla Pratt.
That like you have to. So that'll be my 5.
Yo, it's supposed to be 4, nigga.
I think
Mount
so.
Rushmore was 4 spots.
I thought you said your top 5. Yeah, so that'll be my
4 and honorable.
Did you?
Yeah, that'll be honorable mention.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I found it.
Oh, okay.
It's called Fillmore.
Okay.
Fillmore. That was Orlando.
remember that.
Orlando Brown.
I remember that.
That was his little cartoon. They were like spies in the treehouse or whatever. And Penny, that chicken was dry, really dry. That's like the
That was
iconic.
before the Proud Family?
No, after.
Oh, okay.
After. But
And
it's
Proud
the
Family
other black animated.
Oh, okay.
If we
Cartoon.
gonna talk about who fire right now, Orlando number one. Orlando entertaining as hell.
This nigga. Order in the court. Order in the
He on
court.
the Mount Rushmore or what?
Order. Yo, he could be.
He's super talented too.
He could be.
He's a little sketchy now, but
Nah,
he's super
but
He's
talented.
not popping till you start popping that ish now.
Listen.
When you said Ray J, I'm like, them two together, them niggas are off it.
I forgot they did that interview last year. That was
He was
comedy. But all right.
What's your Mount Rushmore?
All right. I'm going to start with blackness. All right. Disney owns a lot of shit, ABC included. So I'm putting the Mari twins up there as number one. Tia and Tamara.
Okay.
Number one.
Oh, okay.
Number two, I'm going to go
Whoa, sisters, Disney.
ABC, nigga.
Ooh.
Disney own all that
He
shit.
did his homework.
But you didn't say we didn't say we were thinking Disney Channel.
Disney. It don't matter. It don't matter. Number two, because Kim Possible was that shit. Christy Carlson Romano. She's number 2 on my list. Number 3, my nigga. Rest in peace, Lee Thompson Young. Famous Jet Jackson, Johnny Tsunami. Need I say more? I watched Johnny Tsunami like 2-3 weeks ago. Movie still hits. It still feels like a current movie, even though it was done in like 2003. You know what I mean? Like, the token black best friend, he was the best at that. Like, even though he was the main character on Famous Jet, he was the best at playing the, you know what I mean? Like, he made this little Hawaiian kid, yo, man, we urchins. What up, Sky? All this shit. Lit. Rest in peace to my guy, man. Hate that you had to do that to yourself. That's number 3. Number four, I'm gonna go with Raven because
I was gonna
Raven,
say.
she ain't number because she crazy. So
Kept
She-
Disney Channel alive.
We're talking about who's
I
the
don't
Mount
give a
Rushmore.
I don't give-
Who's the
I
best?
I don't care. Like that Ravens home shit was garbage. Like if no one watched that. You were probably the only person that watched
No,
that.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, see,
But that was after our time, though. That's a different.
You're right.
That's a different
You're right.
time.
Well, man, I watched some of that shit after our time.
Be honest.
I didn't watch it. My niece loved it.
I watched
but-
all 3 of the Kim Possible movies as a teenager, senior in high school.
watched them.
Soda Drama, Ascension Time, all that shit. I did all of it. I watched all of that shit, and we were well. I was well into my teenage fucking when those movies came out on Disney Channel, and I bought them
Never too
on
old to watch a cartoon, but
Kim Possible at 17, and you getting bitches and stuff now. It's a lot. It's a little much.
ain't nothing wrong with sitting down watching a cartoon. I just never watched I was more a Nickelodeon kid, so that was
That part.
That's peace.
Yeah, Nickelodeon was tough, but like, I think in the evenings when there was nothing on, like Nickelodeon was more like early in the day after school. Slime Time Live, like when you get home. I don't
How
know,
old are you?
32.
Slime time. My bad, I just came at you next.
Do y'all remember Slime Time Live from Nickelodeon?
I remember it.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
We had Double Dare, nigga.
Yeah, that's what
We had Double
Slime
Dare
Time
and
Live.
American
of all,
Gladiators.
We coming back to Cartoon Network with Dragon Ball Z and all
I
that
didn't even
shit.
watch the Cartoon Network.
Oh, this nigga.
Because the graphics
He
was
said, "What the
trash.
fuck is that?"
the graphics.
The graphics.
Dragon Ball Z?
Dog was trash.
Nah, you
And
wild.
He's wildin'.
Yeah, you wild. Courage was
Johnny Bravo.
trash.
Goku, yeah.
Oh yeah, watch your
agree
mouth.
with that.
Watch your mouth.
you know
man. Johnny was that nigga,
Dragon
bro.
Ball Z. I watched that in elementary
Johnny was
school.
that
I
nigga. Yeah, yeah. That's it, bro. What are we talking? Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's
Dexter's Lab was
Lab.
You know what I mean? Like, come
Powerpuff
on.
Girls.
D, what are you doing in my laboratory?
Dexter's Laboratory was good.
What is
Yeah,
it?
man.
I didn't fuck with none of that.
Flintstones
what are
and
you, 8?
Ed and Eddie. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Eddie was trash.
All right,
Eddie was fire.
I love that.
let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Dumb as hell.
We gotta talk about a colonizer, and we gotta kick his back in for at least 15 minutes. So, an artist, I'm not gonna call him a rapper, an artist, air quotes, by the name of Jackie Harlow, dropped an album last week, a pseudo neo soul album by the name of Monica. That's the title of the album. and he's singing on it. The same Jack Harlow that bought you my Med Tech. Was it my Med Tech or my Nail Tech? My Nail Tech. That Jack Harlow and. I don't want no whips and chains on it. Yeah, that nigga. It was a little slap. That was a little slappity slap. But now he got. I can't even play a second of it because it's all copied music. It's all paid for music, and we'll get stricken. And I don't want that. But the nigga's singing now, and he's trying to wear 2003 Take Dicks hats and turtlenecks, and he thinks he's a fucking extra at the cafe in Brown Sugar.
He thinks he's Robin Thicke?
Yeah, this nigga's doing a lot.
Nah, that's what I thought when I listened to it.
So
I'm like, this is a Robin Thicke album.
everybody, yeah. So how do y'all feel about? Did y'all listen to the album? If so, what were your thoughts? And then what do you think about this nigga on the Popcast podcast, the New York Times official podcast? Those two brothers that do those interviews with artists are music editors of the New York Times. They run the music column, blah, blah, blah. They interview all the top artists. He told them that he's getting blacker as he progresses into his career. So react to all of it. Who wants to go first?
I thought the album was pretty solid, like just for like a chill, calm vibe. Like, but the first thing I thought, I was like, oh, this is a Robin Thicke album. You know, like they sound very, very similar. Very, very similar.
You think he sounds similar to Robin Thicke?
Yeah, disrespect.
That's disrespectful to Robin Thicke.
The vibe?
The vibe. Like, you know, the vibe. That's the first thing I thought when I listened to the first.
And I thought it was smooth too.
It was smooth, you know? It was
gave
smooth.
me Forest Hill Drive vibes, like J. Cole 2015.
And Forest Hill that's a very good.
But like the way it was like melodic. And like, if you didn't tell me it was Jack Harlow, I would have.
You wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have thought.
You would have liked it.
Not necessarily I would have liked it, but
honestly, because I know it's Jack Harlow, it makes me feel a little bit away about it.
That's what I'm, and that's what I'm trying to take. Like I'm trying to eliminate that because I thought the album wasn't bad. I think it was a pretty solid album, you know. But
Pretty solid, huh?
You didn't like it?
Nigga, that shit, bruh. I kicked Justin Bieber's back in a couple weeks ago for his Grammy performance with that UConn bullshit. Get this Monica shit the fuck out of here. Throw that shit in the dumpster and then throw a fucking M80 in the dumpster and blow the whole shit up. This shit was trash. You said this nigga sounded like Robin Thicke. That's crazy disrespectful to Robin Thicke.
Why do you say it was trash though?
I don't think it was trash. It wasn't trash.
I thought I would give it like
what he said was trash.
What he said was
how he pivoted into R&B and neo soul.
What he's singing on the album is not good.
What'd you say?
What he's singing on the album is not good.
I don't think it's trash though. Like it's not.
Yeah, but it's different when you white and you doing the Post Malone thing, but instead of going full fucking country, you're going full neo soul, a whole nother genre, and you can't sing for one. You're an okay rapper. Like Kanye gave you the cosign like 3 years ago, but how valid is that when that nigga was crazy at the time? Like, no, this nigga can rap. When I say nigga, I mean like he's enough, Kanye. We get it. This nigga singing and trying to harmonize and getting his Aubrey bag in 2026, telling the two other white men that he's getting blacker. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
I think that's what killed it for everybody.
Yeah,
the music is gonna be good.
Press run. The press run.
The
killed
music
it.
Listen to me, y'all. The music is gonna be good because he is a top artist.
Okay,
he's top 25 in terms of active artists. Jack Harlow is gonna chart. Whatever he puts out, it's gonna chart because he's gonna have top engineers, top musicians, top production, all that shit.
Fire.
The music. This is the thing. The music. The
production was good.
The music on the album. The music.
Yeah.
The sounds amazing.
And he said there was no digital beats or anything on there.
Everything.
Only the drums. He said.
It sounded good.
Live. He had musicians
live
on
band,
this shit.
yeah.
Super talented musicians, and I always want the musicians to get their props, right? But him singing what he's singing about. We know Monica a black woman because he said it in the fucking interview. Just because you fucking a black woman don't mean you get to wear the hat and to wear the neo soul fucking cliche jacket with the fur on the inside. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
So let me ask you this. I saw something, I meant to send it to you, but it was a dude saying that there's a section of white celebrities who go black and then go back to white.
Yeah, he's
Travis
definitely doing that.
Kelce, Justin Bieber, all of these guys.
Post
who use
Malone.
the culture to get on.
Miley
use the culture
Cyrus.
100%.
And then-
Miley Cyrus.
I wouldn't throw Justin Bieber in there.
Why?
I think Justin Bieber would make white music.
Did he ever
No.
No, nigga.
He
He
makes
has to.
pop music,
This
poppy
nigga
music.
had-
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
But he
don't-
dabbles into R&B.
I
Yeah.
put him in like
Peaches?
a Justin Timberlake thing. Like
Peaches.
Yo, Tahj, when that nigga came
that's
out,
like
Who's on
that's on
Peaches?
the line.
Who's on Peaches though?
who? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Answer it.
Who's on Peaches?
Answer his question.
Who's
Who's the
on- who-
artist?
who the guy?
Who's the artist that's on the song
He got
Peaches?
features on Peaches.
I mean, why
Oh, on the album. On the album.
No, I'm talking just the song
no,
itself.
who's the feature on the song?
Hold on. We
I
going
think it's Drake and Giveon.
Yes, it's true.
On both of those?
Who's on his first song that comes out?
That goes crazy.
Baby. Who's on it? Ludacris.
But how
Who's on his next? Who's on his next joint? Who's on his next joint? Jaden Smith. Who's on the joint
Yeah,
after
but they
that?
don't sound like hip hop records.
It's not about it
They
being
don't
hip
sound
hop.
like our
Representation.
He's trying to make poppy R&B with black artists that's gonna appeal to black consumers of music.
It's
Sure.
representation.
Okay.
It's not
You know what I
song.
mean?
I agree with that.
He did Ludacris, Jaden Smith, Usher, and this nigga did what's the fourth one I'm forgetting?
He
Oh
was
my
with
god.
Diddy too, wasn't it?
He did Sean Kingston out the gate.
Yeah, Sean King.
First
that
2
took
years.
off. That took
Bang.
off.
All those dudes was popping at the time too.
That's his point. That's the point.
They use
Miley
the culture.
Cyrus twerking. She ain't got no ass. She's on Mike Will Made It. She's doing all of this shit. She's twerking with Marvin Thicke. Got him in trouble. Him and T.I. had to pay the Marvin Gaye estate millions of dollars. Like, and she did all of that and then left.
Then went right back.
Went right back to being fucking Hannah Montana, and then had the nerve to say that was the most toxic period of my life. The black people that I like, bitch. How dare you?
Right.
Listen, we live a rough life, bro.
I'm gonna get my Quisha to beat your ass. You don't get to be a tourist and steal our sound and all of this shit and wear the Jordan and all the bullshit for 2 years, then run back to being white. And then when you safe with your whites again in an interview, talk about how toxic it was and how you felt so uncomfortable in certain spaces. Bitch, no one told you to put that Jordan jersey on, that the halter top and the little booty shorts and try to shake your fucking textbook booty. No one told you to do that
Right.
with the red lipstick. No one told you to make a fool out of yourself on the Grammy stage with Robin Thicke. That nigga couldn't even stroke. You ain't got no ass, and he couldn't even grind on it. No one told you to do that. No one told Post Malone to team up with Sway Lee and make one of the best songs of all time with Sunflower, and then go on an interview and then drink 3 beers and talk about if you're looking for emotion, if you're looking for connection to the music, if you're looking for all those things, don't go to hip hop because it's not there. After you just used our fucking culture for 3 years to do that, you son of a bitch. How dare you?
Right.
How dare you? Fuck these
You
niggas.
don't think anything had to do with just plain artistry and not just trying to just...
Jack
I think
Harlow, go ahead.
Because Jack Harlow's a white rapper using black culture, black music, hip hop, it makes him seem like he's not really into hip hop. He's not a real hip hop artist. He doesn't have real respect for the culture, for the music. He doesn't.
Fuck that
He's not
nigga,
a real student of the game. You know what I mean? How
Action.
Eminem was, or any of his previous other counterparts, white rapper counterparts were, well, the ones that are
that's kinda
notable
what-
in our culture. But
We're in this shallow culture right now where
He
you're just
used-
doing anything for some bread and clicks.
right, yeah, he basically said in the interview that he wanted to he was split between becoming a celebrity, becoming famous, or to staying true to himself or his artistry, supposedly. But yeah, he used the culture, he used it, and he pivoted more into black culture. But at the same time, you don't get the respect. I don't know. He doesn't get the respect as a rapper.
Do you think he's trying to find himself, or do you think he's just a culture vulture?
I think
Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
Yeah. To a degree, I think because he made this pivot so soon into his career, I think he's a culture vulture. Yeah, 100%.
Off the strength of the interview, what he said, it was
Nigga, he's no
it made
different. He's no
everything
different
worse.
than
Right.
no
It made
different than
everything worse.
he's no
Right.
different than a Vlad TV to me.
and then
like,
to say I'm getting blacker, like
Yeah, that part
come
right
on now.
there.
The fuck you
That's
saying?
what rubbed me the wrong
the
way.
problem is there's niggas in the industry that are his peers that let him get that type of shit off. That's the problem. That's the same shit I was saying with 50 on the last pod. I watched that shit back and I doubled down on everything I said about Curtis. Niggas is sitting there clapping it up when this nigga is being a piece of shit to other artists that are not on his level and embarrassing them. Nigga, you're bullying.
Nah,
we say we don't like bullying, but then we're gonna clap when this nigga does it because he gave us Get Rich or Die Trying. Fuck that shit.
I'm with you on the 50.
I talked about that the other day because
Talked about what?
the 50 situation, because you said it. I think when we was having a little talk the other day, you said people, because he's making jokes, people are like, oh, he's funny, but it's really like 50's really being insecure, and he's going like 50 has a lot of trauma, but because he's used the platform to like he's came out with the Diddy documentary, and he makes fun of guys on Instagram. People laugh, but people don't realize that 50 is really going through a lot of shit.
100%. Yeah.
And he's using that. And it's funny, you said that the other day, and that's something that I've been saying. And people be like, nah, 50's hilarious. And I'm like, yo.
He is funny.
50's funny. 50 is funny.
But he's hurt.
But it took, and I keep saying, it took for this T.I. situation for people to realize, oh shit, maybe 50 does need to be checked. Because you came at T.I. and T.I. checked you, him and his sons checked you at the door.
Word. And keeping it on this
nobody
white
has
boy.
checked 50.
Yeah, well, plenty of niggas have beat him.
Like,
but let's keep it on the white boy. Tying it all in, right? The reason why the white boy, he got trauma, but he don't got 50 Cent trauma with his mom and all of that other shit. He got the same shit that Orby got. He got that identity thing.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Because when you have all this proximity to blackness, you feel like you can try out all of this different shit. There's one feature on this album. I just looked it up. James Savage. James Savage is black. He looked like what's his name? He looked like Travis Scott and the nigga that sang Daniel Caesar in one. He's just less ugly than both of them niggas.
That's an interesting combo.
That's what he looked like, and he's got bigger shoulders than both of them niggas. That's the one. That's the one feature on this Monica shit. There's 9 songs, and I couldn't even get this track 5, nigga. That's how bad it is. But that nigga has an identity crisis. When you white and you trying to be smooth and you trying to like lick your lips and your bottom lip is always pink and shiny and I'm big boy and big boy's telling you, yo, enough. Stop trying to sound smooth and try to bag my co-host or whatever the fuck he was trying to do. Like, cut that shit the fuck out. What is your identity as a white boy?
So let me ask you, is your problem more with the culture vultureness, or is it just stay true to yourself? Like,
it's both, because if you were being true to yourself, you wouldn't be a culture vulture.
but what if that's who he is, or what if
That's not who he is.
But look at, like, I'm not defending him, but I gotta play devil's advocate.
For sure.
But look at someone like Action Bronson.
That's who he is.
But some
That's
people
literally who he is.
Some people will say that he's stealing our culture. He wears Mets shit, wears Air Maxes, smokes weed.
Word.
Where do you stand on Justin Timberlake?
That was who I was getting ready to go to next.
Justin Timberlake's packed the fuck up. He's out of here. He's done.
But
Outside of
talk about his run though.
He was
So
you didn't fuck with Justin Timberlake.
That's where I was going with it. Like,
all right, so let's do this. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you both brought that up. So with Justin Timberlake, his first 3 albums to me are incredible bodies of work. And for me personally, I don't think Justified or Future Sex Love Sounds, well, they are classics to the whites. And I think people might think, no, deadass. And I think universally there's a lot of people who love those albums, especially since he's a white artist who can sing a little bit. But for me, the one is the 2020 Love Experience or whatever the fuck that is, part 1. Part 2, I don't know what the fuck happened with that. And again, Justin Timberlake is an artist who has proximity to blackness through Timberland. And that's that Virginia shit. And then he makes all of them, he makes like 3 bangers in a row with Hove. So
yeah, that suit and tie was.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And so with Justin Timberlake, it's a little different because he's representing Virginia and he's singing.
Time out on the play.
Go ahead.
Do the Janet Jackson.
No, I'm with that. You didn't let me. Go ahead. We know what he did to Janet Jackson.
Right.
You let me build up to it. If you want to kick his back and then cancel him for that, I'm with you.
I'm not that.
I'm with you.
That was an honest mistake, wasn't it?
Hell no.
No. It wasn't an honest mistake. So, all right, boom. He did that. Revealed the titty. We taped that. That never happens.
He did us a favor.
That never. Yes, sir. Yes,
I
I'm
don't think it was a
stupid.
mistake.
No, hell no. He did it on purpose.
Oh, he didn't. I thought that was part of the act.
I thought it came like.
Did you sit? Nah, hell no.
The whole
We were
titty.
kids,
Nah,
weren't we? When
but
that
we remember
happened?
Janet was just being very progressive.
I thought it
But there
just-
was supposed to be a layer there, and then he
Yeah,
ripped
that
it
shit
off.
just came off.
Yeah, they said it was like
he
a
ain't mean to
malfunction.
expose
Free the
her titty.
nipple.
Even if he did it, she got all the
Yeah, she-
backlash,
exactly.
and he.
Yeah,
'cause
she
he's
did get
white.
the backlash. It's true.
We're not talking about that. Justin
She did.
Timberlake. I think he's true to himself as an artist with his music, and I think Timberland brought the best out of him for all of the music that he worked with him on. When he put out that Man in the Woods crap 4 or 5 years ago, we treated it just like it was. Shit that you need to leave in the woods. That shit was trash. It was garbage. No soul to it whatsoever. Some white people got soul. Justin Timberlake got a pass. He gets a pass on the first 3 projects. So does Adele. Sam Smith gets, you know what I mean? Like, certain whites can get that off. Nigga, Bobby Womack, he gets, you know what I mean? Like, there's
John
certain
B.
yeah, and he from here, so we gotta salute.
But my point is, where did Justin Timberlake start?
As in a pop middle
Pop
group.
group.
That's my point.
Pop
No,
middle
it's
group.
not your
But
point.
he's an OG
It's a
in the
bad-
game, though. Still.
It's a bad point
Why?
because he started off white and pop doing pop shit, and then he came over here and did the
And now
R&B
what
shit.
is he doing?
White shit.
Is he even doing anything?
Well,
Back to what I was saying about
no, because it's
all
different.
these white
Jack
artists who start
Harlow,
white, go black, go back white.
Jack Harlow.
My thought was-
goddamn. Go ahead.
My,
finish your
my,
shit.
my thought was Jack Harlow was just trying to do something different as far as just an artist. I don't think he
He
was trying
challenged
to
himself.
pander. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
he can't pander because nobody is gonna buy this who loves neo soul. You text me? All right,
The young kids probably will. They will. But
I don't know. It's a
it's an early pivot. I mean,
Bree said Justin
I don't
Bieber
know.
started off singing Jodeci on Disney with with Ryan Gosling. Yeah, that was the Mickey Mouse Club. Yes, but when he got popping, he was in. Listen, he was in a pop group first. He didn't come out in an R&B group that was singing slow love jams. Them niggas was puppets in a little case. They're doing all that bullshit. He was pop first. Then he transitioned over to R&B, did that. It was successful. Album after album after album. 2020 Love Experience Part 2, whatever. We figured it. And then he went back to, I don't even know if he put music out
I
after
think
that.
some of that is some of our people saying I think some of that some of that
crazy.
is our people too saying he's hot. Let me jump on his joint. You know what I
So what's
mean?
everyone's thoughts on Cry Me a River, honestly?
Fire.
I think it's
yeah, that shit
thought it
was
was
fire.
It's amazing.
I thought it was
Justin Timberlake got shit.
Nah, he does.
He got shit.
He does.
Black women, if they never want to forgive him for what he did to Janet, I am with that. I'm with that all day. Yeah, fuck that nigga. But when that 2020 experience come on, whatever the fuck that shit is, I'm listening to it. When Future Lex, he got shit on there. You know what I mean? The Memphis Kid and all that. They're cool. I'm with it. When we talking about Jackie Harlow, nigga, get this nigga. Hold on. Let me
I just think
let me pull up the track list,
I
bro.
just think too, as black people, we pick and choose who we wanna
accept and not
Right.
accept. Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
If
But
black
we said, nigga, it's
But black
our
people are
culture.
too accepting, though.
But
We're
that's
too
my
fucking
point.
accepting.
Are we too
Yeah.
accepting?
We are.
Just
We're
because
too nice.
other
We let people.
aren't doesn't mean we need to be like that. You know what? That's what I think differentiates us from everybody
All right.
else is we're able to be like,
No, but we need
come
to be,
on, like
we
jump
need
on
to
this
be more
way.
like country. Like, no, you can't do our music. Like
Facts.
when Beyonce did country artists was heated because she won the Grammy, she won all
Yeah.
the awards, and that's their genre. They focus on that.
And they forced the Grammys to add a traditional country
Right.
category with the contemporary one
And I think
this
that
year.
needs to be the same for hip hop and R&B. Like,
He's right.
I'm not
like-
mad at that.
I think when
Because
black
I
people
ain't mad at
do when
it
black
either.
people do country, they hate
and
it.
here's the history. We
And
created
more
created
is
country.
happening.
I was
And
gonna
more
say
is
that.
happening.
Yeah, they hate it.
All right, let me just do this. I gotta kick his back in on the song titles real quick. Trade Places on this stupid ass album.
This is the first one, right?
Culture Vote. Like, come on, what are we talking about? Lonesome. I like. There's a bunch of songs.
I think
named
that was the
Lonely
one that
or I'm
popped out to
Alone.
me so far. That was
In
the one
terms
that
of a song that you like.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
This was crazy. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
Your music is great.
It's wild.
Prague. He. I guess they were in Prague. Him and Monica. My Winter. Too much like
That one wasn't
Icebox. That one was you fuck with it?
The summer or winter.
Janet
She's my
is shaking
summer.
her head at you. Move along. Who the fuck is that? All of my friends, that's a Mac Miller. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, Mac Miller, you gotta see, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Against the grain, living alone, like, no, fuck that. That's a bad, against the grain and say hello. We already have a song called Hello. One, like, say hello. Say hello to what? Since Bre's in the corner, she's sending me. Black culture has always been the standard, with Elvis being the number one example. Black people invented the country. We have no problem with people who do it respectfully. And she's right. When Eminem is paying homage to all the greats and acknowledges that he's a guest in the house of hip hop, we don't have a problem with it. Macklemore, same shit. Even though he's corny as fuck and they gave him that rap album Grammy, he acknowledged, yo, I was not supposed to get this. I'm just a nigga that loved to rap. I love this hip hop shit. I got this stupid ass haircut. I look like Roger Clark from Doug, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's certain niggas that understand what it is. Mac Miller, people didn't get him at first, but he went full neo soul and like R&B, and like the Divine Feminine is one of the greatest albums ever made in the genre of hip hop. Period. And he's white. Mac Miller's incredible, bro.
People sleep on Action Bronson too, though.
Action Bronson is dope. The problem that people have, that black people, especially ones that are 45 plus, is that he sounds too much like Ghostface.
He does sound
so
like
it sounds like he's cosplaying. And again, to Brianna's point, even though she's not on camera right now, if you're doing it respectfully, that means you're doing it authentically. And if you're not doing it authentically, niggas is going to look at you crazy. This shit ain't authentic. Him wearing the military hat with the double brim up here, and he's got it to the side, and he's walking with Monica, and he got the leather coat. He got the leather coat with the fur on the inside. He got his hands in his pockets. Nigga, who the fuck do you think you are, white boy?
Right.
I'll run you over in the middle of the street walking like this with this bitch. I'm gonna run you over, and then I'm gonna bag your shorty and have her sit passenger side. What are you doing?
He's trying to be like Music Soul Child.
Right. Yeah.
That's what the game though, like Music Soul Child, but like the vibe was like J. Cole on that Forest Hill Drive. Like if you go back and listen to Forest Hill Drive, like that vibe was like, it was the same thing to me. That's why I was like, it ain't bad.
That was too much substance.
No, I'm not saying the lyric, but like the vibe of it.
I got you.
Not the lyrics at all, but like the vibe was more like relax, get in your car, throw it on, go for a ride. That was definitely
my immediate thought was you get shorty in the passenger and throw that on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good vibe. Like,
yeah.
If you didn't know who it was, you would listen to it for sure.
And that's probably the key part right there. If it wasn't Jack Harlow doing that,
you would definitely listen.
That's a solid album.
No, it wasn't bad.
All right. I gotta read some of these nicknames because it brings me joy. These nicknames that they called him as a colonizer. They put him looking like he's high on Percocet on the Kendrick Lamar Damn album, and they called it Darn. They called him Most Definitely Not. They called him.
And that's shady because people hate on Most Def.
Yeah, but it don't matter. They called him D'Angelo, as in Anglo-Saxon. Anglo-Saxon. Nigga called him De La Stole. Motherfuckers called him IRS 1. Niggas called him White Thought.
One thing about the internet, it is
facts.
undefeated.
They called him Yaqub Kweli instead of Talib Kweli. Hilarious.
That's wild.
They called this motherfucker Tone Deaf instead of Most Deaf.
That was the best one.
NF Doom. Come on, man. Uncommon. I love it. A Tribe Called Cops.
So here's the real question. Do you think this goes platinum?
No, hell no. We gotta make it go platinum.
Think about it though.
Honestly, I wouldn't have listened to it if it wasn't homework.
Think about it. But think about it. You listened to it. You gave it a play.
That don't mean nothing.
How many black people are gonna listen to it just so they can have an opinion on it? True. That alone might make it go platinum.
No. So you got streaming all fucked up because we're not gonna buy it. We're gonna go on Spotify.
If you got Apple Music or Spotify, you bought it.
No. You didn't. I didn't. Because Apple, do they make you pay for an album to listen to?
No, but you pay for Apple Music.
Yeah, you pay for Apple Music.
But how much is Apple Music? $10?
Yeah.
Something like that.
$10, $16? Yeah, no. So
tell me how streaming works. Because from my point of view,
I'm gonna tell you.
This is music and I stream it. That's a Whatever.
It's just one play. And it doesn't mean you have to buy it digitally. So on Amazon Music, you have to buy an album to listen to the album. If you don't, you have to listen to it with ads and all of that shit because you don't own it. You have to buy that motherfucker. With this album, with any album, right? If you have Spotify, if you have Apple Music, if you have fucking Google Play, whatever the fuck it is, if you don't purchase the album and pay $10.99, $12.99, whatever it is, it don't matter. It doesn't count in the stream. It takes 1,500 streams of the entire album played all the way through for it to be an actual sale.
Okay.
So we ain't we can listen to that motherfucker 300
I didn't
times
get
each.
through the first 6 songs.
That's what I'm saying. We would have to listen to it. We would have to listen to it 1,500 times in this room for that nigga to get a full sale.
Got you.
That's why Joe Budden started his podcast and stopped doing the music shit. And that's why he's my favorite podcast, because he breaks him and Parks. I love those guys. They break this shit down all the time. Okay. But it's not that. So we can listen to it and just be like, we're done. But purchasing it is something different. And Apple allows you to do that. Spotify doesn't. And that's why everyone has beef with Spotify, because only like the top 2% of artists get payouts from the streams. Aubrey's in there. Lady Gaga's in there. Benito is in there. No. It's the top artist. So it's like Kendrick. I don't want to even say his name after. Lady Gaga, Benito, The Weeknd. Then you throw in Aubrey. Then you throw in what's the white bitch name with the big titties that always covers the big titties? What's her name? Come on now, help me out. Billie Eilish. All of them. Those are like the top. They're in the top 5. Taylor Swift. They're in the top 2% of artists. So all the streams that niggas build up, even if you're streaming fucking DMX's old catalog, the money that comes from that goes to the top 2%. All the bottom artists don't get shit unless you buy that shit direct. So anyway, I got like one more nickname for this nigga, that Milk the Shaka. The black of the Harlow, the Jack of the fruit. Hilarious. So fuck Jack Harlow. Real talk. I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with this Monica shit. Hopefully his next attempt at colonizing a sound is better and he's less arrogant about it. But this is straight out of the Aubrey playbook. He just got too big for his britches and was way more arrogant about it. Like, we got souped in 2011 when we saw 2010 when we seen this nigga reading off of a BlackBerry trying to rap and freestyle on Tim Wood, and it was garbage. But at the time, because it went viral, everybody watched it. And that's where we're at, where like you go viral for saying something stupid and ignorant, like my music got blacker. No, it didn't, nigga. You got lamer. You were already lame. You look lame wearing a prison suit while fucking Lil Nas X is sliding down the fucking fire pole, giving the devil a lap dance. You've been a weirdo. You've been lame. You're just lamer now because you look stupid. You do not look like Tay Diggs. You do not look like Lorenz Tate. You do not look like a nigga that can bag me along. And if she ever gave you some pussy, you paid for it, and shame on her either way. You are a fucking cornball, and I want you to go away in a cave for 10 years, and if you gotta stub your toe or die, nigga, I'll be happy with either one. I'm sick of these bum-ass white people trying to fucking take our culture. Fuck out of here.
He would be like, why do you feel that way about me?
And I'd be like, cause you a fucking lame, nigga. That's why. Goddamn. Yo, Big Ra, we gotta do one more before we get out of here. Do you have any last things to say? Because we gotta swap you out. We gotta swap you out for this last topic.
Nah, so I know earlier you guys were talking about just like, I guess the repercussions or like the punishments on the youth, or if you have kids, and I know you said you had a 3-year-old.
Yes. How do you feel as a nigga with no kids but coaches everybody's kids?
I mean, it's just, but it's not even that. Like, I come from an African culture, so like, what you said, like, you know when your mom just got to get, like, when you go in the grocery store, you know you're not supposed to touch nothing, but like if you and your sister, your brother, y'all act up in a grocery store, your mom give you that look like, yo, you better, she don't gotta say nothing. You'll straighten up.
You'll straighten up.
Right.
But I also feel like there's a difference between, and I mean, Tahj said some things that were like hitting some pointers, but I think that there's a difference between abusing your child
Yes.
Amen.
And punishing them.
and just beating your child. There's a difference. Like, I'll never forget. Me and my cousin was trying to get the ice cream truck. The ice cream truck kept going. We end up leaving the neighborhood. My grandma is in the house. She can't find us. She's not gonna go around the neighborhood, so she calls my dad. Right?
Belt the ass.
We get back to the house, and I was in like elementary school, and my dad grabbed the belt. He never
the
did
ass.
it again, but we never left. Yo, we was like, nah, we can't go down there. We never left the neighborhood
Right.
again. You know? And
Do you feel like that traumatized you?
You see, that sounds more like trauma. It scared the shit out of you.
no, but it's
Do you feel like it traumatized you? Dead ass.
no. It made it.
It learned you something. It learned you a lesson.
Like my dad said, you're leaving. Your grandma can't. We're at work.
He explained it.
He
Though.
explained it. Yo,
That's the key part. And Bre said that.
Your grandma can't. My grandma comes out of the house with her African dress, long African, like looking for us. Like we look crazy, right? What do I want to do? A 67-year-old lady going around the neighborhood looking for us? Like
Nope.
he's like, no, that's
So it
unacceptable.
I'm against hitting my daughter. I am. But it sounds more
Are you
like,
against other people hitting their kids?
I don't give a fuck what you do with your kids. Because they're your kids. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your kids.
Facts.
If your
But what
daughter
do you
was your
what do you
son,
think?
would you-
Like
if your daughter was your son,
obviously you don't believe in hitting your kids because you were very against it. I've seen when
Well, because he has a daughter. He explained it, and I think he did.
he has daughters, but he said some great points. That's why I said.
But he only beat him twice.
Right.
But if you
Or
listen,
there's only been 2 beatings.
he said something
When they got older.
When
Way
they-
older than 3.
But that's what Tahj said was when they start to transform into their own.
Yes.
And you're gonna see
Yeah.
like so. I never forget my brother when he was 17, 18. My brother had
It's a grown man.
Is it really?
So you beat him?
It's not
It's
a
not.
grown Jay. It's not a grown man.
That's why I
17,
said
18 ain't a
it's
grown
not
man.
a
Eyes of the law, you're 18 years old.
So you
you
make
fight
my
him.
point.
Yeah, you
so
go
so
ahead
you,
out.
But
so you
not-
make my point, Jay.
Go ahead
That-
out with
In the
yourself.
eyes of the law.
In the eyes of the law,
You're an
but
adult.
like I said, that's why I'm happy. Like my mom and dad are African, so it's like in 18, if you think that you're a grown man and you then go out there and
be grown.
and be grown. But like my brother had his first kid when he was 16, so like he was being wild disrespectful, right? My mom turned around, like she threw the shampoo bottle out, boom, he dodged it. She grabbed the other one, and it's like she wasn't trying to abuse him, but there's like I said, like there's a difference. You know, one time I hissed my teeth at my mom, and
You hiss your teeth?
like I was
Like
like
you sucked your teeth.
yeah, I
You
was like
bugging, nigga.
right.
You did that to a Liberian mother? And, yo, are you good?
He
She
wants
was
to
like,
die.
boom.
That's
Yeah,
what he
that
wants.
nigga's crazy.
And my mom and I'm like, but she wasn't like being abusive, but
Beat that ass.
And so that's why I said like, and from coaching some of these kids, there's some kids like you can tell them don't do that, and they're gonna be hearing you, but that doesn't put fear into them, and it's not like a fear like but it's like healthy fear. You have to sometimes come at some of these kids. He knows, he's seen it. Some situations where I have this one kid who just, you gotta really come at him and be like, yo, you're doing the most right now, and I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't straighten up.
Right.
And
I'm not saying, just to respond to what you're saying, I'm not saying hitting your kids is wrong, because I used to get my ass whooped, but it never stopped me from misbehaving. It wasn't until I got put on punishment where I couldn't go to the rec, and I hear the kids outside the window playing, and all I can do was look out the window. That hit me more than
Jay, why
past
did you listen to them saying you can't do this, but you wasn't listening when they were beating you?
because a beating. I used to prefer getting my ass whooped because it's over, it's done. You beat my ass, okay. Next,
did that leave trauma though?
No, you.
So-
if you punish me, that does more to me than you beating me.
So why'd you listen to them when they punished you?
Because
like,
now
that's the key point
because
right
now
there.
I can't do what I want to do. You beat me, it's over with.
So imagine you tell your child you can't do this, but they say, "Ugh, I'm doing it."
Okay, go see your mother. Cause for me it's a
Go to
girl.
your mother's house?
Yeah, because I mean we ain't together, so it's different for me because I'm not putting my hands on my daughter.
Go to your mother's house. Why would you say that? You
Go
gotta
see your mother.
And I would tell you from experience, right? That doesn't make it.
But
any
you gotta
better.
be a parent
Because
too.
I get it.
You're the
However-
disciplinarian as a father.
the way I discipline isn't registering with you. So you need to go to your mother because she's a woman and she can talk to you in a way that if I talk to you, I don't want it to come off like I'm being a certain way.
Okay, now what if the mother can't handle it?
Well, me and my kid's mother have a good understanding, so I don't have that problem.
So Wole said something. I know Wole asked Bre a question in the beginning, like, and I'll be honest with you, that is the problem with our youth today.
What's the problem, nigga? Say it.
Consequences.
There's no consequences. There's
No accountability?
There's no fear.
you
There's
go.
no account. Yeah, but there's no fear. They gonna look at an adult like, I'm gonna wash you, nigga. Like,
be honest,
that's how these young boys be.
They disrespect the
They
hell out of these
they don't, they
teachers.
don't,
But
they
let's
don't
be
care.
honest. How many
Yep.
parents are growing up with their kids?
We got to
That-
wrap.
that was my
We got to
point.
wrap, guys.
That
We got to wrap.
young parents, that mainly happens with
last
young
thought.
parents. Like these, you what you do in front of your kids, they follow it, they watch it. You're friends with your kids. There has to be some sort of like separation, boundary, respect for your your adults.
They
So
grew up in different
I agree.
times.
like my mom, she wasn't a young mom. She had at least 30 years on us. You know what I mean? She had us all in her 30s. So, and my father too was an older father. So I didn't see my mom do anything. I didn't see her smoke in front of me. None of that. I seen her drink, and I really wasn't into drinking or anything like that. But I never seen her smoking. I never seen her the most like maybe cuss and all that. But that's it. Like I didn't see her do anything questionable like that.
Gotcha.
My mom's a hardworking woman, so. I don't know. I think that plays a role too, because I have friends that were young parents, and that depending on what you're doing,
So how can you discipline?
No. We can't do that. We got to get
I
out
don't
of
know.
here.
We can go on and on
Bro,
about
got
this.
shit to do.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody, Pre-Game Podcast listeners,
Where we
appreciate
at?
y'all.
Oh, shit.
Episode 345. I want to thank my brother Charles for joining us. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Always.
Thanks for
Sir.
coming
Thank you, brother
on.
Jordan.
Appreciate
Coach
y'all.
Diggs.
Appreciate
Cash, you already
y'all.
know. Up top. Queen Bre Bre, thank you for joining us and filling in for Kayla as always. Fuck Jack Harlow. Y'all know where to follow us when this
He
shit
said
goes
that,
in.
Jack.
No, what you trying to get a feature or something, nigga? Fuck Jack Harlow.
I'll use your platform, Jack.
You know what? He right. Blow them up so I can get my 5%, nigga. Blow them niggas up at the fitness so I can get my 5%. But this is episode 345 of the pregame. We appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace, nigga.